Katie, you say, and I don't know whether this is pertaining directly to him, that this is emotional abuse. Do you stand by that?
Yes, I do. What's been fantastic about this is just seeing Rosie call Adam's behaviour out and challenge it, and then plenty of viewers got behind it. And she started a conversation. This isn't real life. It's fun and it's lovely and it's television. But because of the work we do with survivors of domestic abuse, it's a chance to have a conversation about healthy relationships or unhealthy relationships.
But it's his behaviour that's prompted your charity to say this. So you must be looking at him from your point of view and thinking, that may be a TV reality show, but this is unacceptable.
That's right. And so some of the things to make it concrete we've seen with his behaviour are making her question her memory of events that have actually happened. And that's something that in real life, if it goes repeated and unchecked, can form part of a pattern of
This is what you call
abuse.
Gaslighting, is it?
That's right. Gaslighting is a particularly horrible form of emotional abuse, and it can involve, over a long period of time, often the partner literally making their partner question what actually happened. So they will begin to, in the worst cases, question their own sanity, and they'll feel that they're always to blame for everything, even the relationship itself.
I mean, I imagine when he comes out of there and he realises these conversations are being had about him, I mean, he will be mortified, I imagine. And Lauren, you say that he's in a reality show, this is part of it, this is what boys do.
I don't think that Adam, I don't condone being horrible to girls and things like that, but it's a TV show and it's a game and it's Love Island.
They're not in a relationship.
They're not. They've known each other for how many days? And I think the girls are acting a bit psycho, and I'm a girl's girl, please believe me, but I would be completely different, play the game, say bring more boys in, banter him, and the reason why Adam's jumping ship is because they're acting psycho and they're very...
Do you think Rosie is psycho?
Huh?
Do you think Rosie is acting psycho?
Yes, I do.
In what way?
Because I feel like she's so emotionally involved. Enjoy it. You're a young girl, you're a solicitor, act a bit more professional, get involved. I can't believe how she's acting.
But with Meghan, I mean, she didn't even know that he'd gone and tried it on with Meghan. She didn't act psycho then because she had no idea. It was only when she found out after.
Of course.
So he did that without any prompting. So he was going to do it anyway.
But they're in that game and they're there to find someone they're compatible with. So obviously going into this, they're not in relationships, they don't really know each other, and they've got to kind of play the field a bit and be a bit cool.
That's the case, yes, and I appreciate that. And we are all watching it and we are all loving it. We're watching it in record numbers.
Yeah.
However, Rosie, in the nicest possible way, bearing the time of the morning in mind, didn't fully, but partly gave herself to him in bed.
Right.
She pleasured him. And I think she was saying that she went that far. She wouldn't normally go that far with a boy unless she felt a real commitment. And so she made that very personal commitment to him. And then the next day, once he'd sort of, it seemed that he was happy with that. Thank you very much indeed. Right, now, who's next?
But that's down to her. You can't blame him for that. She also put herself on him. So
she was expecting that he would stay with her a little longer, having done that.
But then you can't blame him or her for that. Do you know what I mean? That was her choice to do that.
So, what's your take on that?
What leapt out at me was just quite simply that what we saw was this behaviour which we do see in real life, which is when you start to make your girlfriend or the person you're with question what happened and question reality and question things and, oh, no, you didn't move that thing there. This is what it can look like. But this, of course, it's an artificial environment, so we need to think of it. And I completely what on that. But what I'm saying is some of the things we're seeing and the behaviour that Rosie's called out, if it happens repeated in real life, it is a form of emotional abuse.
Right, OK. And should we ever be changing our behaviour to make something work or something last longer or to make a relationship? Should we be thinking as relationships as games? Because I know, all right, this is a reality TV show, but it does kind of mirror what happens when people are outside the house as well. So should women be changing the way they are?
Definitely, and this is the point that I made on my Twitter, is the fact that women just be a bit more stronger, take control, don't let the boys decide. They're all sitting back. As soon as a new girl walks in, they're going, oh, they're going to leave me. Don't act like that. Stand up strong for a woman and say, actually, if he's not good enough, I'm not good enough for him, I'm going to move on. Not that, don't let him decide. And that was what I'm trying to get across. They're allowing Adam to treat him this way. If they're a bit stronger, a bit more confident in themselves, he wouldn't treat him like that. And the whole makeup thing, it was a game, it's banter. So
It's quite telling, though, wasn't it? He, with Rosie's makeup, he smeared it all over her
I
face.
thought that was really mean.
And
because
really
of how she
upset
acts,
her.
because look how she acted, sitting there crying.
But that's in some
But
way
that was
saying
after.
because of how you react, you deserve to have something mean done to you, and that mentality is
that
not
was a fun
right, surely.
task, right? So
Yeah, it was a fun task. It was meant to be a fun task,
Yeah.
but he did something a bit mean.
because of
There's
how
no need
to
because
call
it wasn't.
out.
I'll tell you why. Because of the strut. She walked up to him with a strut, embarrassed in front of the whole group. He's got an ego. He's that type of man. So he thought, OK, I'm going to do your makeup now. I'm going to mess your face up. You know, that's what it
But
was.
that's not OK.
In the work
but-
we do, we see the victim being blamed. If you are in real life the abuser in the relationship, you need to stand up and take responsibility for yourself. I think it's fantastic we're having the conversation. Domestic abuse in real life is often behind closed doors. It's in the shadows. You can feel your suffering in silence. We're bringing this out into the open.
I think that's really important to stress, that this is a reality TV show. These are false relationships that might lead to something in the future. It has done in the past, so hopefully that will work for somebody, which is great. But at the moment, they are all playing a game. And we only see 1 hour out of 24 hours.
Yeah.
So although, you know, and I think it's important to say we're not accusing Adam of this.
No,
of
I don't think
emotional
anybody
abuse.
is. I don't.
What it has done for you guys is it's given you the platform and the opportunity to say, right, OK, that's condensed into a TV show. If you recognise that in your own life, then you have a problem.